Hi folks, welcome to the first training video for Model Insider version 2. In the video today we're going to cover how to do a paid account on Model Insider. So we're going to start with the obvious here. This is a dummy version of the site set up specifically for us to be able to do this without a real credit card. You might notice one or two very minor things that are a little bit different here than they will be on the actual site. Please ignore those. We're going to start off with going to the main page at www.modelinsider.com, and you will go to the login or register link. Once that opens, you have sign in here if you're already registered. If not, you have a registration screen. I'd like to note that as with pretty much every site, before you can sign up, you have to agree to the terms of service, privacy policy, and copyright policy. Please note that each of those is an individual link. Those do not open in pop-up windows. If you type in your information and then click on one of those, you will lose all the information that you have typed. If you want to read those, you can click to them individually and then come back to the main page, or you can right-click on a PC or control-click on a Mac. Sorry, I have no idea how it works in Linux, and bring it up in a new tab or window to be able to read over each of those sections and make sure you agree with our policies before you join. Once that's done, you need to select first a username and then a display name. This is something that we do a little differently than most other sites. It's an added security measure. Your username is something that's known only to you and to the site's admins, and that is what you use for the sole purpose of logging into the account. It is not shown or displayed anywhere, including in direct communications that we make to you. Your display name is what's visible everywhere on the site. It's what comes in our site emails to you. It's what's in your forum posts. It's what's in your casting calls. It's what's in your private messages on the site. Everything like that. You may use there's the same name for both your username and your display name. We do not recommend it. That using separate names like this and not using your email makes it harder for someone to crack your account with social engineering or brute force attacks or any number of other things. So in this particular case, I'm going to call this number 3 test account, and my display name will be test account 3. This is case sensitive, by the way. This will display as your display name exactly as you type it here. We make it very, very easy for you to change your display name anytime you want. The only way to change your username is to contact one of the administrators, prove who you are, and ask us to change it for you. For your password, enter something. We do support special characters at Model Insider. We recommend you use a mix of numbers and letters. Good password security, just like at any site. Don't use the same password that you use for your email account. Don't use a very simple password. Use something complicated and alphanumeric, but something that you can remember. By the way, anyone who's trying to listen to that and figure out what I typed, go right ahead. It doesn't matter. This account's going to be purged any minute now. Put in the email address that you want this to go to. Please ignore the other things that Firefox has saved. Obviously, we've set up other test accounts here before. Once you've done that, you're going to select your role on the site, whether photographer, model assistant, what have you. Here again, this is something that we make very easy for you to change once you're a member. I'm going to select photographer. I'm going to agree to all the terms, and I'm going to click sign up. Here you're going to get this screen telling you that you've joined and that you need to wait for your email, and you'll need to jump over to your email account. And after a brief delay, the email is here. Notice this is from Model Insider V2, account details for test account 3, and again, that is the display name at Model Insider. Open up the email. And as with most sites, there's a link that you can either click or copy and paste depending on what kind of browser and email setup you're using. There's also a little bit of information here on what everything covers, how things work, links to retrieve your username and password. All those are at the bottom of every page and in the sign-on screen. We do recommend that you save this email for your records, but it's not a requirement. We're going to jump back to the account creation or the account created page and paste that in. And it's going to ask you to log in, again, using your username, not your display name. As you can see, the forgot links are there and there. And this will take you to this page, which will show you the sizes and everything for members, insiders, and supporters. This is fairly self-explanatory. We are adding in some additional features that will help working models and photographers and other industry people actually make money. Those will always have higher limits and better availability for paying customers. But as you can see, we have a very generous package for our free members, pretty much better than anything anyone else offers for free members. One other thing I will note here is that it has the upload image size at higher levels for the paid members. As some of you may know that we use better software at Model Insider than any other similar sites out there. So if you upload a picture larger than 800 pixels on the longest side, when we resize it, we don't strip your EXIF data, we don't downgrade or muddy the quality of your image. What many of you don't know is that we do keep your original. So say that you uploaded all of your pictures when you joined Model Insider at 1200 pixels on the longest size and we resized them. That means that they're still stored at 1200 pixels. If you upgrade to an insider level membership, they will be automatically resized to the largest available size. Now obviously we're not going to upsize anything that's smaller, but if it's possible to upsize, we will. For those of you who are less technically inclined, what this means is that you can upload pictures at pretty much any size, anytime. We will display them in the best way possible, equal to the level of your account. You don't have to worry about anything, unlike some other sites where you have to change sizes around to make your pictures look good. You've got the option here for recurring payments or monthly payments, obviously with a generous discount for a year-long membership. We're going to select recurring payments at the insider level for the monthly. One thing I did note that some things are a little different on the dummy version than the production version of the site. This says per day. That's because we're using a dummy credit card test. So we're going to put in the credit card number. Obviously not a real credit card number that I'm using here. Just for fun, we're going to have it expire in December of 2012 when some people think that everything is expiring. The information is actually in here because I've done some test accounts before, but you fill this out just like you would anything else in these lines. And then you're going to hit checkout. Once you've done that, it's going to take you to the profile creation screen, which will be covered in depth later. I will simply note here that once that's done, you can go to your account listing at any time. And from your account page, if you check your subscriptions, this will show you what your paid status is. This now shows Insider as your current plan. It shows that you have a higher level plan than Supporter and shows that you can always go back to free. You can upgrade and downgrade at pretty much any time. You can also from here go to your membership page to renew a current membership. That looks like this. Obviously this says 1 day left because I only did the 1 day for the dummy credit card. If you're in here on a regular basis and you've done for a month, it will show how many days are left in that month. It shows you when the automatic renewal is. Or you can go to your invoices page, and this gives you the option to print out a receipt for your given month, say for tax purposes, or to cancel your membership at any time. Please note there's no renewable billing scheduled if you're hitting cancel, and this will not take out any time on your membership. Say that you buy a membership January 1st and you cancel the membership January 2nd, you will not get a refund, but we will not charge your subscription again. Your membership will be good through the end of January because you paid for 1 month. At the end of January, you drop back automatically to a free membership. Last but certainly not least, you will find in your email a receipt email to your name and the test account name. For those of you that don't know, this says Christopher Ambler because he's one of our owners of our site. And there's your full receipt for your purchase. This would also be a good idea to keep this for your records. That's how you build a paid account at Model Insider.